Going on, PokeMoshPit? You got PokeAim here, just chilling as the rival with my blue pineapple here. And today I have a standard OU match versus my boy TonyFlygon, as standard and as serious as Battle 348 that he had versus NBZ. So I'm leading off with the best lead in 5th gen, which is Fearow, as he's going to be leading off with the defensive monster, which is Mecargo. Now that thing is a big threat to my team. I want to get off as much damage as possible. Going to go for the Choice Banded Drill Run, as he actually predicts that, switches out into his Water Bird just to dodge that. So I'm actually switching out into my Seviper because it's the only Pokemon on my team that can combat a Noctowl. He actually ends up forcing me out into my Giraffe Rig. Now of course he's going to switch because I'm a Giraffe Rig, so I'm going to go right for the Calm Mind, as he actually ends up switching out into his Mecargo. So normally Mecargo can take hits, but then again I am a Giraffe Rig, I am packing a Life Orb, and I'm a Giraffe Rig, so I am going to be able to go for the +1 Psychic. I'm going to do a really nice chunk to that Mecargo. And now I'm expecting to want to go for his Stealth Rocks. I don't want to knock him out because I want him to get them up to coax him to thinking that I'm going to let him win this battle. So I am going to go for the Baton Pass, try and go out into my Heatmore, as he does end up going for the Stealth Rocks right here. Now I am +1 in the special attack and special defense side, so I can easily just go for the Focus Blast, as he actually ends up switching out into his Flareon, which has amazing special defense, only rivaled by Giratina in Ubers. You know, they were talking about moving Flareon to Suspect or whatever, but in any case I am able to go for the Focus Blast, do a nice chunk. The Protect is fairly obvious because that is the standard of course attack on Flareon, so I am going to go for the Hone Claws. It was kind of a bad play on his part going for the Protect, just because Hone Claws is also very standard on Heatmore, and of course Heatmore being top 13 in usage, maybe top 12, I'm not entirely sure. It may have moved up or down depending on where Spinda has moved. I am going to be able to get up that +1, hit him with the Focus Blast, knock him out. Now he's going to go on to his Exploud. Exploud is a huge threat to my team. I really should have built this team better, since Exploud pretty much wrecks in OU. So I go for the +1 Sucker Punch, just trying to get off some damage, as he is going to be able to knock me out with the Earthquake. But now I'm free to go out into my Metang, and of course Metang is going to scare him off because I am carrying the Evilite. I am a Steel type, and even though he just knocked me out with an Earthquake, who cares? I am a Metang. So I'm going to go for the Stealth Rocks, expecting him to want to switch out, as he actually ends up going on to his Doris, the Ampharos. Now I'm pretty sure he's just going to go for the Agility, since it is you know, pretty standard. It is the, of course, standard set, and we are using standard OU Pokemon, so of course he's going to go for the Agility, as I am able to get off of Toxic. The only reason I went for Toxic is just to wear him down and coax him into staying in, hit him with a Thunderbolt, which I was pretty sure Metang could take, and then of course hit him with the Earthquake, which would knock him down to the point where after a few more Life Orb hits and Toxic damage, he'll get taken down. So my Metang is going to go down right here, but it did do its job, which was taking out Doris, which was a huge threat to my team. When we were actually building our standard teams, I actually told Tony that electric Pokemon are a huge weakness, so don't bring them. But of course he brought an Ampharos because it was his first pick, go figure. So in any case, now he's going to go into his Azumarill, as I actually end up going out into my Choice Banded Delibird. Now I thought Choice Banded Delibird would do a better chunk to this Azumarill, but I completely forgot that Azumarill loves to run Aqua Ring and defensive bulky spread. So that was a huge error on my part, or mistake rather, just because I'm pretty much just letting this Azumarill just wreck my Delibird, since I really can't do too much with the Choice Banded Aerial Ace, and he's actually going to be able to knock me out with the Waterfall, and at the same time going up to over half in HP because of leftovers and Aqua Ring. But it's fine, I do have the Giraffe Rig, and I know he's going to want to go for the Protect, or rather predict me to predict him to go for Protect, so he predicted me to go for the Calm Mind, so I went for the Thunderbolt. A lot of mind games going on right there, as he actually ends up going for the Waterfall, and Giraffe Rig, being such a boss, is going to be able to take this Waterfall, living also the poison damage. So now the Protect is pretty obvious, so I am actually going to go for the Baton Pass just to get him out there. I'm not going to let him kill my Giraffe Rig. I'd rather it go down to Stealth Rocks before Bubbles knocks him out. So I am going to Baton Pass out into my Fearow, of course, still being the best lead, just able to get the free switch into it. Still taking some Stealth Rock damage though, but that is the price to pay for knocking out his Azumarill. He is actually going to go for Protect. Now, Protect does normally have a 50% chance of working twice in a row, but then again, I am a Fearow, and Fearow staring into the eyes of the enemy is also very fearing, so he's not able to protect himself. I'm able to knock him out. Now he's going to go on to his Mecargo. I was kind of fearing that he would live the Choice Banded Drill Peck and knock me out with the Lava Plume, but Tony being a master at predictions, is going to go for a recover, predicting me to want to switch out, as I am actually able to go out into my draft rig, which is going to go down to the Stealth Rocks, but it's fine. It's fine. I have the Survivor, the best late game sweeper in OU, so I'm going to go right for the Earthquake, as he does predict that, going right back out into his Water Bird, still dodging the next ground type attack, but again, it's still fine. I have the Coil, so my Survivor can easily set up a Coil on this Noctowl, since the best he could do is Nightshade, which will only do 100 damage because his Noctowl is of course level 100 because we both EV train and train up our Pokemon to level 100. So I'm able to get to +1. Noctowl, though being a beast in the special defensive side, rivaling Blissey, as does not have the best defense, so I am able to knock it out with the +1 Poison Jab with the Life Orb damage. He's going to go onto his Exploud, expecting to be able to revenge kill me. He completely forgot this Viper has no hands, but that does not change the fact that it does pack Sucker Punch, so I am able to knock him out with that Sucker Punch, and he's down to his last Pokemon, which is the Macargo, that is not going to be able to withstand the power of +1 Earthquake. So that was a good game, Tony. Just a fun standard match that we had. Super serious though, super fun still. And guys, I'm sorry if we were just too much of whores that you don't want to. You're gonna leave a dislike. You probably are, but whatever. Leave a like if you enjoyed. You can check me out if you want, and most importantly, if you want to find out how I was able to become the rival, or have the rival as my trainer spite, PM youtube.com/TedWildChase. I will of course put that on the screen, and he will tell you everything. So until next time guys, later PMP.